Y2K Tay, nigga. Life, love, money. Do thankful, take for granted. Just think about the times when you almost didn't have it. Looked up at the sun, told my mama that I'ma grab it. I seen a bright future for my brothers, yeah, I'ma have it.
Go!
Life is a beautiful struggle, brother, and you will take losses. You will take a loss. Now, how will you take that loss determines on, was it really a loss? You could have a fist.
Yo, what's good with y'all, man? Welcome back to another community building conversation. You know, I'm your host, Art Pendergrass with Bits and Bots Production. That's beauty in the struggle and beauty of the struggle. You know, we all come from a struggle. We all got different struggles that we go through, but ultimately that's what's going to water your rose. That's what's going to allow you to grow as a person. So we promote entrepreneurship to young adults, you feel me? And especially in low income communities. And our goal of this community building conversation is, you know, start the conversation about issues in our community, you know, some serious, some not so serious, but, you know, just put it out there and not only talk about the issues, but offer potential solutions. That's the most important thing, is to get the conversation started, you know. But yeah, man, I got a topic for y'all today. I don't even know what I want to call it. I don't know how I want to describe it. It's in relation to my little brother. If you don't know, my little brother in jail right now for 30 years. Free my little brother. You know how we rocking. But this video, like I said, my platform is about the black community. It's about, you know, nobody's struggle is more than another person. So we're going to keep it respectful as possible. You feel me? I understand where people coming from with it. But it was a recent documentary release on my little brother case, you feel me? On what he serving time in prison for. You know, it was a recent documentary release. And it's crazy. He about to go back up for trial because the plea he took, he can revisit the trial anytime. So he put it in for last year. They said it usually take about 2 years to come back to court. And it's crazy that they decided to put this documentary out now during this time period where he about to go back up for his, you feel me? I can't say too much on that, but yeah, it's crazy. They put out a documentary, you know, breaking down what the police thought happened while my little brother got 30 years, why he pleaded guilty, maintained his innocence, but pleaded guilty to a 30-year sentence. So it was a lot going on. First of all, I want to start with, if you watch the beginning of the video, they talk about Rock Hill, South Carolina. They talking about, you know, how it's an up and coming city, and they building new stuff around here. So if you know what's going on, if you know what was going on in Rock Hill from 2013, 2012 to 2016, 17, then you know the police was locking everybody up for anything. I ain't care, you know, they trying to clean the streets so they can get these buildings built, you know, they can get these residential new houses built. Gentrification is what it's called, but what most people refer to as, but you know, they sweeping the crime, you know, they going hard on whatever crime, putting whatever and whatever together, and you know, they trying to build a city by doing that. So if you know what was going on in Rock Hill, in this area around that time, you know what the police was doing. We ain't got to speak too much, but I want to speak to, you know, black people. You know, we watch these things and we like, yeah, we just take the word of the police, but like I just feel like we as a people got to take a stand. Either we all the way for the police or we all the way against the police. Like, you think a police a lie about something that happened if somebody died, but they ain't lying about stuff that's going on in the community, what they putting in the community. Come on now, be for real. We got to think. We got to be smarter than that. But yeah, man, that's another major thing. Are we believing everything that the police say? Like, I had a bad experience with the police, so that's another topic for another time. My first experience with the police, I'll probably do another video on that, but I had a horrible experience with the police. So, you know, they talked about it. It's not so trusting in the black community, the police and the black community. That shit don't mix together. But we don't really take that into consideration, you know, especially when emotions involved, people die, stuff like that. We not really taking that how these people pitting us against each other into consideration. You feel me? But you know, like I said, my little brother doing a 30-year bid on something where he maintained his innocence. But he pleaded guilty because most likely the evidence against him, which means the statements, because there was no physical evidence, there was no gun, there was no physical evidence found. It was just statements of people putting this and that together against him. He ultimately took the plea. I was going to talk about this at the end, but since I'm already here, we can start at the beginning. So the Alford plea, that's the name of the plea deal he took. So the Alford plea is, a lot of people know it from what Gunner took during the YSL trial, where you maintaining your innocence, but you admitting that the evidence against you is most likely, if you go to trial, it most likely will go against you. And that's most of the time offered in a plea bargain agreement. You feel me? When they trying to get you to plead out, stuff like that. A lot of things I did make notes. If you go to the end of the document, you feel me, where they talk about the Alford plea, they explain what it is, you feel me. What they left out was 3742. They talked about the Alford plea, you know what it stands for, but they left out that you could revisit the case at any time because you didn't admit guilt. You maintained your innocence, but you admitted guilt. So you can revisit it at any time. You know, you can take it back to trial, stuff come up. You feel me? Especially there's no physical evidence. They try to plea bargain, get you out of here. But if you listen to part 37, y'all know which document I'm talking about, minute 3725, because I went through it, I took notes. You feel me? I got my little brother whole discovery. I know everybody in the case. I don't know him personally, but shit, I know everybody in the case. I know everybody they talk about. I know the anonymous tip. I know so I ain't tripping. But if you go listen to it, they talk about he had multiple lawyers. His lawyer tried to force him to take a higher sentence, 50, 60 years, for something they was offering a plea bargain on. You feel me? And knocking it down they end up putting it down to 30 years. But they don't talk about how he had to fire his lawyer in the middle of it because she didn't want to represent him. She didn't want to, you feel me? She had her own bias against him, I'll say it. She had her own bias against him on what happened, what she think happened. So it's like, everybody, you know, these people work together at the end of the day. These people all in the same building. They all work out the same office. They golf together. They kids probably dating. So when we come to their world, it's a different game we playing. So, you know, if you headstrong, damn, they don't like that. They want you to play by their rules. They want you to, you feel me? They want you to go with their move, like, and get it up out the way. But, you know, everybody ain't going for that, especially if you got all these people cooperating and all this shit, you feel me? And ain't nobody saying, ain't everybody saying something, but ain't no physical evidence being found, ain't nothing. You feel me? How could you warrant that to be a 50, 60 year plea where you ain't got nothing but statements, no physical evidence? So just you know, on a think basis, on a basic level, yeah, man, that's the part they kind of glimpse over, where they like, yeah, he had lawyers that was going back and forth for a year about we had a lawyer we was paying for. She wanted to do how she wanted to do, you feel me? And it is what it is, but she ended up getting fired, and last minute, you know, you had to pick up a lawyer. So it's like, it's a tough decision to make, but shit, it is what it is. That's how that shit go. But just want to get into, you know, a little bit of the video, man. I'm gonna give y'all a little breakdown of, you know, things that's going on. And like I said, I got my little brother's discovery, so, and I can't speak too much on too much stuff, because like I said, he is taking it back to trial. But I speak on what I can speak on. So part 411.
He was shot twice, once in his arm and once in the head.
Part 411.
And threw up his arms to block the shot.
They said like I said, rest in peace to anybody involved. Anybody involved. Like I said, at the end of the day, we is the black community. Like this shit is bigger than all of us. But are we gonna continue to let these police play these games on and pit us against each other? And you feel me? Boom, boom, boom. But I just want to make a point of, the big thing that we knew is whoever the dude is, bro, died with a gun on him. They said in the document, they said he went to his car to get his gun. Apparently, from what they said, he went and got his gun, put it away, put his hands up, and got shot. Now, I don't know about y'all, but that's not, if you know you in danger, ain't nobody putting their gun up, going to their car and putting their gun up. That's just not common sense for nobody. I don't care if you're from the hood, I don't care if you're from the suburbs. If you feel like you're in danger, you feel me? But they said it was two dudes. One dude went left, came back. I ain't gonna speak on too much what I think that is, but you feel me? They said dude left, came back. But yeah, we did what it is, and they made a statement. So I just want y'all to think, my little brother, he not from the city. He only lived in the city, a couple years, and we had just moved that side of town. We had just moved over here. Matter of fact, when my mama moved to Green Street, the first day out there, we saw a nigga get beat. I'm talking about beat. Like, I don't know what they had going on, but shit, it was like 20 niggas, 20 people, one person. And it just trying to keep it PG, you feel me? This is for educational purposes. But, so I knew I always had the mentality of, you feel me, when you ain't from somewhere, and we moved around a lot, so if you ain't from somewhere, at the end of the day, if something go down, you gonna be the one to get, you the outsider. You feel me? If I'm from a hood, if I live in this hood all my life, if a person live in their hood all their life, and they end up dying in the hood, and it's an out-of-towner who they say did it, or somebody not from around, or somebody, you feel me, not from there, of course, who they gonna say did it? If ain't nothing but witnesses in the house, who they gonna say did it? Who gonna be the first person they say did it? They gonna say the outsider did it. That's just how it is in any hood or any family. That's just how it is, shit. But yeah, that's one thing he had going against him, man. He not from up here. Everybody in the case know each other. Everybody, they all from the same hood, you feel me? They all know each other, so any statements go already automatically go against what my little brother talking about. And my little brother gave no statement on nothing about nothing. He gave a statement about a fight that happened, you feel me, where he got hit with a brick. And he ain't never gave no statement about nothing. They ain't never found no physical evidence about nothing. So, yeah, man, I just want to point that out, man. Like, think situationally. We got to think bigger than what the situation. We got to think if you ever been put in this situation, or if you ever seen somebody in this situation. If you not from that hood, you not from that neighborhood, and some shit go down, of course, everybody gonna side with the person from the hood, from that neighborhood. Women, children, you feel me? That's gonna always go back to what it was. But yeah, it's crazy. My little brother, and rest in peace to his little sister too. My little brother defending his sister, got into a fight and somebody hit him with a brick. Boom. Defending his sister. So, and it's crazy because the way the police make it sound like, yeah, he just came back and was shooting random places, just shooting up. He ain't know who he was shooting. You feel me? But come on, we gotta think about the bigger situation. You don't know where you shooting, but you feel me? This is your sister boyfriend, so he was just trying to kill anybody, basically. Like, that's what they trying to get to. But you know, like I said, if you know what was going on in Rock Hill from 2013 to 2015, 2016, where they trying to clear up the South Side and move all these and get all this other shit in here, trying to make Rock Hill Football City USA and all that shit. If you know what's going on, that shit, like, come on now. So it's always a bigger picture, but that's one thing I wanted to point out. You feel me? Like, he's not from up here. He's not from, you know, he had a generation, some of the people that fuck with him, but at the end of the day, you know, you're not from here. And, you know, like, comment, and subscribe on that. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. You feel me? If you go to another hood, you not from here, or you go somewhere else, you not from here, you know, it might be one person that look out for you, but if something go down, it's gonna be, I ain't gotta speak too much on that, but yeah, so that's one thing that I stopped. Another thing, part 23, minute number 23, second number 21, 23:21. They talking about some, and like I said, I ain't gonna go too deep into it. Like I said, I know who the girl is, who was the anonymous witness. You know, out of respect for her mama, cause she from my neighborhood. Out of respect for her big sister, you feel me? She was somebody who was pivotal in my neighborhood growing up. So out of respect for them, I'm gonna keep her name out of it. But they know, everybody from the city know who it is. Everybody from the city know who this person is. So it's like, and everybody know. So I ain't here to judge nobody, but shit, everybody know, like, everybody know this person. Everybody know what kind of person she is. Everybody know, you feel me? She gonna stand some drama type shit. So, but it was an anonymous tip made saying and this is how they connected everything. This is how they said they connected everything. It was an anonymous tip made saying it was some shots heard. You feel me? And they heard a conversation about my little brother and somebody else, and the person that, and it's crazy because, like I said, if you think about the situation, and these supposed to be our people, you feel me? These supposed to be our people. Man, I'm just trying. Yeah, but these supposed to be our people. So just think about the situation, man. You get an anonymous tip, your boyfriend and his friends in some shit. You feel me? You get a police anonymous tip to, you know, put the blame on somebody, but to get your baby daddy boyfriend about the situation. Like, think about that. We got to think about that type of stuff. Like, we got to think about, who is these witnesses? Are these people credible? Like, one of the main, like I said, I don't know nobody in the case, but one of the main things I want to see is, I want to see these people track history since this went down, to see, you feel me? To see, like, I understand, like, shit happened, but it's just crazy how it's allowed where, hey, if the police want you, they'll waive everybody else who was involved in anything just to get who they think they can get. You feel me? So it was supposed to be two other witnesses. It was an anonymous witness. Then it was supposedly two people with them who was putting the blame on each other, but, you know, kept my little brother name in the mix. So it was, and that's the crazy part. They only partially, all these people cooperate. They claim in the video they only partially cooperating because they was there for the crime, but somehow nobody not found out where no gun was at. So you got the information on they was there, but they ain't tell you where the gun was at. So what type of deal or what type of plea you had to give to have this happen? You feel me? To provide this information, to get them to give you this information, false or true? I'm going false because shit. If you try to get out of jam, hey baby, call this, get this tip saying you overheard this. I ain't saying what it is, but they gonna have to come stand on that. At the end of the day, everybody who cooperated like I said, my little brother going back up for his trial. Everybody who cooperated, gave information to these people, talking about my brother did this, my brother did that, when no physical evidence was found, no nothing. Like, it's crazy. And like I said, I could go a little bit deeper, but I can't go too much deeper because he'll be revisiting this. But I just want to say, you know, as a community, we got to figure out whether we trust the police all the way or we ain't trusting the police at all. Like, we just got to figure that out. Like, how do we decide when to trust the police and when not to trust the police? What's the process for, like, and it can't be based off of emotion. We can't move off emotion because, you feel me, in this situation, my people die. So, you feel me, let's not move off emotion. Let's think, when is it okay to let the police decide our fate? Drop it in the comments. But you feel me, that's another thing I wanted to definitely point out. They part 28, minute 28:40, it was another suspect. Like I said again, they overlook certain stuff because they already got in their head who they want. So you ain't doing no thorough search. You feel me? They talk about an audio that was played. And the reason they play only partial clips of the audio is because that's what they play in the court documents. They can't play the full video. They don't want to play the full video. They probably ain't even got no video for real. If you watch, talk about the other suspect, you feel me? They just, like I said, he decided to cooperate too. But shit, he get apparently in the room with my little brother, and and it's crazy. They think they speaking in code. If you listen to the little clips that they talking about, and my little brother is not saying nothing. He just laughing and he nodding his head. And they think, you feel me, I'm gonna give you a situation. If you don't know somebody, or you feel me, you fuck with somebody, or even if you don't fuck with somebody and you ain't trying to cause no scene where you at, you feel me? They might be talking to you. You might be, hell yeah. Hell yeah. You already know. It don't matter what they saying. That's just what you saying. Like, just agreeing to them to get them out your face. You feel me? So it's like, tell them to release the whole video. Tell them to release the whole audio and not just what they chopped up. Because that's the main thing. If you watch the video at 34:16. If you watch the video, you go notice and listen without the captions, because they put the captions at the bottom so you can think he said that. But if you go listen to what he said without the captions, tell me what he said. Drop it in the comments what he said at 34:16, and tell me you can't tell me what he said without looking at that caption. So, like I said, it's a lot of code speaking that be going on. You know, the police don't understand our lingo, so they getting somebody to it. They just interpreting what they think is being said, but they don't understand body language. They don't understand, you know, kind of brushing somebody off. Where it's like, hey, oh yeah, you feel me? Fake laugh, hell yeah. And never once in that video, like I said, they not gonna release the full video. They won't release the full video. Tell Rock Hill Police Department, York County Sheriff's Department to release the whole video, audio and all, and let's be the judge off that. They won't do it. Tell them release the whole video, not just the clips that they try to put together to make somebody sound bad on what's going on. Tell them release the whole video, and then we'll talk about it like that. But yeah, man, like I said, I tried to do this video not out of emotion, but out of logic. You feel me? And we, like I said, this is a community building conversation that we gotta ask. Like, how far is it before we take it into our own hands? Before we stop letting police decide, you feel me, how stuff go in our community. You feel me? It's a messed up situation. There was no wrong or right in the situation, because it is a situation, shit. But you feel me? Somebody got to be blamed at the end of the day for whatever happened. So it's like, damn, man. It's just like, it's disappointing. You feel me? Watching the video, reading the comments, and people just blindly believe everything that is being said, even if it don't make no sense. You still blindly believing it. But hey, that's what's gonna happen. So I felt like I had to speak on that, especially about my little brother. Like I said, free my little brother. You know how we rock. But yeah, man, definitely, let me know what y'all think, what y'all thoughts is. And I'd love to have somebody, a conversation with somebody about the situation for real, because like this shit been on my heart for a minute. You feel me? And I can't just let that shit slide where motherfuckers just, you feel me, going off like that on my, what? No, y'all don't understand. Y'all ain't never been in no real situations. Y'all don't know us. Y'all don't even know what was going on in that situation. So of course, you gonna take the word of the police, cause shit, they gonna paint it however they want to paint it. So it is what it is. But you feel me? This has been another community building conversation. You feel me? Make sure y'all go watch that video. I'm gonna put that video because I want y'all to see that, and I want y'all to come back and watch this and let me know where I'm wrong at, because I'll make another video, or I go debate head for head with anybody about my little brother. On God. But yeah, man, let me know in the comments what y'all think. Like, comments, and subscribe. Bits and Bots Production, beauty in the struggle, beauty of the struggle. You feel me? And this has been another community building conversation. I'm out.